Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is our last full weekend series of the regular season. Absolutely love doing this with you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I have, especially even through those bad days. There's been also really good days. Definitely profit this season, and I just want to say thank you for always tapping in. You guys know who you are, the real ones that always day in and day out, losing days or bad days, leave a comment. Really appreciate you guys always tapping in and buying in, because we have been winning over here, and it's been fun for me to give my analysis to you guys and for you guys to absolutely profit on it. But we're not over yet. We still got 3 games left of this regular season, and let's roll right into this. Nick Mencken with Pickdawgz. Today is September 29th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, you know what to do. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my top plays, my lock of the day, head on over to pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about this on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. And now on Wednesday, we absolutely swept the day, and now this Thursday, since recording, we had a devastation of a first game in that NRFI in the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. We were in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, full count, and Chris Sale decides to throw a cock shot down the middle, and he hits a home run. The Baltimore Orioles scored in that bottom of the first. Absolutely killer. I was watching that one. I'm still not over it. Still a little butthurt from it. But it's all right. We're going to bounce back today, and let's roll right into these games. Game number 1, we got the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Right now for the Chicago Cubs, Hendricks will be on the mound with a 6-8 record and a 3.66 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Milwaukee Brewers Woodruff with a 5-1 record and a 2.28 ERA. There is no question that the Chicago Cubs need to win these ball games. They need to sweep the Brewers, that's for sure. They're seeing themselves on the outskirts of that NL wildcard division. The head-to-head matchup is going right now to Miami, so they definitely got to come out very strong against the rivals, the Milwaukee Brewers. Hendricks is the professor. He's great when you need him the most. I know he will be locked in, as he's been locked in all season. Then you have Woodruff over here on the other hand. You could see his record after returning from that injury. He's been absolutely phenomenal and right where he picked off as this Milwaukee Brewers ace. I think both of these teams are going to be locked in from the start. I think this is going to be a very fundamentally sound baseball on both sides. The Milwaukee Brewers have a chance to eliminate the Chicago Cubs from the playoffs, and you know they're going to come out. So I think both of these starting pitchers are going to be locked in game number 1. Between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's roll into our second game between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Right now for the New York Yankees, Rodon will be on the mound with a 3-7 record and a 5.74 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Kansas City Royals, Lyles, with a 5-17 record and a 6.24 ERA. There is no question that both of these starting pitchers, their ERA is absolutely through the roof. Lyles has been looking absolutely like one of the worst starting pitchers in the bigs. He might be, to say the least. He hasn't been good all season long. He gives up runs early on in ball games. I'm thinking that these New York Yankees top of the order is going to get to Lyles for this Kansas City Royals team. And then you see this Kansas City Royals team on the offensive side. They got a lot of young guys that they have been calling up, and they've been doing real well offensively and scoring runs, especially early on in the ball game in their run production. I'm leaning more towards this New York Yankees to jump all over Lyles in that first of the inning, but Kansas City Royals might scrap one across home plate as well. That's why in game number 2 between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals, we're smacking the YRFI. Yes runs first inning. So we're on to our third and final game that I've selected for you today between the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Right now for the Houston Astros, France will be on the mound with a 11-6 record and a 3.83 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Arizona Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen, with a 17-8 record and a 3.49 ERA. There's no question that Zach Gallen will be locked in and loaded, pitching back at Chase Field for this Arizona Diamondbacks team, as he has carried this starting rotation all year. I expect him to get out to a strong start, especially against this Houston Astros team, who is trying to chase down that Texas Rangers team for that division. They are 2.5 games back, but they're still trying to get that last spot in their playoff race in the AL wild card race. I think the Astros and France are going to be coming ready to play. Both of these pitchers, I think, will go far in the game. I believe there won't be that many runs in total of this game in a whole. So I think both of these pitchers and the way that they pitch throughout this whole season has been phenomenal for their respective teams. That's why in game number 3 between the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, we're hitting the NRFI. Game number 2 between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals, we're smacking the YRFI, yes runs first inning. And our third and final game between the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Once again, this is Nick Mencken with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button, helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And if you're looking for my lock plays, my premium picks, check that description below. The link is there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.